Good morning and welcome to the second day of the inaugural EQT. We have here Edinburgh against Mammoths QC. I'm not sure what the stakes are for this game. I think the winner might play Wolves of London firsts in the next round. And the loser will feel sad for a while and then move on and go on to their next game. And we're off.
Jack Latoy has managed to
fling the ball back to Mammoths QC.
But bludger control is with Edinburgh.
Mammoths with the ball. Jack Latoy. That is Kieran Newton has been beat out from point, but Jack Latoy has not progressed. But now he has passed the ball to his keeper, who is passing the ball to Hannah Watts, a prolific finisher who prolifically finishes. And they're calling it no good because she was beat before. Still a great finish from Hannah Watts. Kieran Newton taking defensive keeping duties despite not wearing their green headband today. I believe is that Julius, who is striding forward with the ball and passing it again to Hannah Watts, who, oh, what a brilliant save from the Edinburgh keeper. And suddenly Edinburgh striding up the pitch, but they have been beaten. Was Edinburgh number 12. And Latoy has the ball. Laura Jameson beating from Alice QC. And tackled by number 97, but 97 is then beaten. And here goes Julius. Nice turn there from the Mammoths chaser. And oh! Hannah Watts missing again! So close. It's 3 attempts, but still 0-0. And refs are shouting things about beaters, and everyone is confused. But play resumes. And Edinburgh moving up the left wing. I can't read the number of the chaser, but it is an Edinburgh chaser. The beaters are playing a mastermind tactical game of chess that no one understands. And the ball is flung out of play. So Jack Latoy has the ball. Mammoths ring the changes. Fresh legs for a fresh new day. Look at Julius go. Long legs like a mammoth. Hannah Watts is beaten, but she is proving to be a dangerous receiving option in the early stages of this game. Edinburgh also quickly rotating. And this is 71. Keeper for Edinburgh. Only Jack Latoy stands between him and goal-filled glory. But Jack Latoy has been beaten. Edinburgh running some interesting switch plays, but Mammoths are not fooled. Kieran Newton is yelling from the sidelines, "Where are his options? Where are his options?" Turns out that he doesn't need any options because he's shot himself, but he unfortunately missed. But the Edinburgh chaser, called Jay, I think, picked up the ball and scored. So that is 10-0 to Edinburgh. That is a great beat from number 65, Mammoths. And another great beat. He is cleaning up. Is Latoy going to shoot right back? He is. That is 10-all. Great counter-attack play from Mammoths. Wonderful beating from 65, who has himself been beaten. Sorry, it's not 65. What is that number? It's a very confusing number. Either way. In fact, I'm going to pass over now to my beating analyst, Style Man. Can you tell me who that Mammoths beater is? Oh, it's 55. It's the number Harris, I believe.
Tristan. To see if I can find out their name. Tristan Harris.
Tristan Harris, I've heard from my correspondent, Samuel Instone.
QPL Southeast Knights.
Yes, indeed. But, having just sung Tristan's praises, he has been robbed of his bludger. The cry of "give it to Kieran" goes up amongst the Edinburgh support. Is that a cry that will be heeded? No, because the keeper is going about it himself, and he misses because of a great tackle from Julius. But here comes that Edinburgh chaser again, and he misses. Somehow Edinburgh aiming for the post of the hoop rather than the hoop itself. An interesting tactic. Yana comes forward. Yana goes back. And the ball is in a huddle of people who are all going to be beat. Well, all the Edinburgh ones anyway. Lydia Calder adjusts the hoop with all the professionalism of an expert goal referee. Ashara says play must resume. Interesting that Tristan is still managing to push the Edinburgh Beaters back despite the fact that they have control. Yeah, Kieran asking for Beater support and the Beaters kind of do what he says but also then retreat. I guess it's a compact defence, isn't it? That was almost... Oh, wait, what? Oh! So it was a good pass, but there was a Beater there to cover the option. Oh, but somehow Mammoths still have the ball. Still going. Is he going to put it in? No, Kieran Newton's on the ball. I think that's probably going to be a turnover. Well, it kind of depends what happens with the bludgers here. Yana's coming in and beating Mammoths chasers. Well done, Kieran Newton. That's some great clutch defence by the hoops. All right, Edinburgh, 10-all. On we go. Kieran Newton subs off after making a very impressive defensive play. Abby Whiteley on for Mammoths. Played very well yesterday. Now on point against the formidable Edinburgh keeper, who runs a switch play with number 13 of the green hoodie, who now straightens the line, throws one of the worst passes I've ever seen. I'm sure he's usually better than that. And Mammoths, David Goswell, his first foray onto pitch today. He's immediately ordering everyone around, as any good keeper will do, but has had to rapidly throw the ball away as a beater ran towards him. But somehow Mammoths have retained possession with some good communication and passes out of beat. David Goswell is being molested, but runs away and runs towards the hoops and puts it through. Well done, David Goswell. Immediate impact, Mammoths 20-10 up.
And that was an unfortunate miss from Yana with the bludger. That very nearly stops the ball.
My strategic analyst, style man, has said that there was a near miss from Edinburgh beater. Oh, we have a timeout called. The time is 7 minutes and 7 seconds. And there is 1 minute for... interesting time to call a timeout because the game's pretty tight. It's not as though momentum really swung one way or another. Maybe Edinburgh feel like the momentum is slightly in Mammoth's favour and they want to... Well, Kieran Newton has got many things to say, so I imagine that it was Edinburgh who called this timeout. So, man, how have you found this game so far?
It's been very tight, which I think we were expecting. I felt like Mammoths have been in control the majority of the time, but it definitely could go either way, and I think it will come down to a snipped on pitch most likely.
Starman expects a swim game.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
10 seconds.
It's great to see a really animated captain in the middle of his huddle, hyping the team up. David Goswell also saying words of encouragement and inspiration to Mammoths. Play will resume very shortly. Ashara looks somewhat like a Jedi Knight with his kind of slightly brown hood obscuring his eyes. That was a good... Oh no, that's an unfortunate beat play. I thought Edinburgh had managed to regain bludge control, but they have not. But they do still have the quaffle. I'd say give Green Hoodie Guy a chance to redeem himself, and here he goes. That was probably the right thing to do, Green Hoodie. You now have Mikey Ansel in front of you. Mikey Ansel, who is a high impact player and who is about to, no, he does tackle him, but the ball has been, oh, and that is a great beat from Laura Jameson. The ball is turned over. Abby Whiteley
To Goswell, he streaks up the pitch. Lovely little left-footed step. Great pass to Ansel. Ansel who puts the ball on the hoop,
and that is a very good counter-attack from Mammoths. 30-10. Starman was right in his analysis earlier that Edinburgh do seem to have most of the ball, but somehow Mammoths are doing more with it. But that was almost a very good pass, and unfortunately it was not. So yeah, clinical efficiency from Mammoths, but potentially more overall gameplay from Edinburgh. What a fascinating contest we have here.
And I think Edinburgh will be disappointed that their timeouts doesn't seem to have helped their chances that much.
I think the Mammoths have been ahead in the beta game on the whole, but as I speak, the Mammoths beaters mess up, and there's a chance for a counter-attack from Edinburgh. Here we go, keeper on the ball, Edinburgh charging towards the hoops, and that's straight through. The moment I complimented the beta pair, they unfortunately lose their bludgers and Edinburgh run in to score. Can the Mammoths beaters redeem themselves? Oh dear, Jack Latoy with a fumble. Hands over caught for possession to Edinburgh, who also fumble, and the ball is back to Latoy. What a strange passage of play.
yes, bludge control turnover. Oh, and a massive kick-off pitch there.
Edinburgh beaters are furious about it.
And rightly so, because that could have been a goal-scoring opportunity from Goswell to Hannah Watts. Unfortunately, the pass just slightly too high and too fast to be taken. On comes Katie Lawrence for Edinburgh.
Kieran Newton also on the pitch. Strong lineup.
Newton on the ball.
Katie with the cut behind the hoops. Is the ball going to go? No, because Newton wants to take on Latoy. But then the ball does go to Katie and she scores! Very good play. Newton sucking in the defenders, creating space for Katie Lawrence to pick the right gap. And is that 30 all?
It is indeed 30 all.
Kieran Newton looking to hit David Goswell, but David Goswell passes out before he has the opportunity and is beaten by Ben Pooley.
That is a bludger turnover, and Latoy puts the ball in. 4-3 to... Oh, are we calling it? We are calling it. 4-3 to Mammoths.
A very physical lineup from Mammoths, both in the chasing and the beating game, and they seem to be making the most of that when they are finishing off these clutch plays. Mayhew on the ball, number 2 for Edinburgh, decides to take on Latoy, who doesn't switch his hand off on his broom, but does keep him at an arm's distance, and then pushes him into a bad pass. But number 83 keeps the ball, but now they're beaten. So in fact, that was a good defensive set from Edinburgh. Latoy on the ball, but Edinburgh have bludgers back, so no chance for quick counter from Mammoths at this stage. Goswell on the ball, Latoy subs.
Comes Mike Ansel.
Oh, there's an interesting beta tussle here. 55, Tristan Harris.
Beats her in the face, but the bludger rebounds and hits him in the face. But these beaters are causing absolute chaos, and Goswell
thrives on chaos, like every mighty Mammoth patriarch. Mikey Ansel at points,
but beaten.
Edinburgh advancing. Edinburgh have an interesting chaser shape of all 4 of them in a line before going into more of a square shape. But I wouldn't pass at this point, my friend, because there are beaters all over the shop. I would advance yourself. Which he does. a switch play. Actually finds some space. Mikey Ansell with the hit. Katie Lawrence almost with the take, but there was probably people before anyway. Goswell on the ball. The sun now shining right in my eyes.
And we have a thumbs down.
And a card. Who's this for? Oh, Edinburgh rushing onto pitch to object. The objections fall upon deaf ears, and it is...
Oh, the assistant refs now have things to say.
So, man, any insight into what this foul is?
No, I wasn't really seeing those fouls there. I didn't see Hannah Watts go from the back to but I don't think that's related.
A blue card to the Edinburgh beater for rolling her bludger back to her hoops after she was beat.
And with the score being 50-30, I think there's a chance for Mammoths to put us into overtime range.
I believe Mammoths are 50-30 up, Starman.
12:53.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, quite. Another goal, and they're safe from a snitch to lose. No immediate urgency from Goswell, however. Probably waiting for both his beaters. And here they are. And again, a great beat there from the Mammoths beaters, allowing Goswell to charge through as Goswell does. But unfortunately, on this occasion, the finish wasn't quite as well executed as previously. But Ansell is on the ball. Ansell passes, and that's a great goal from number 31, Wainwright, for Mammoths. Well done, Wainwright. Edinburgh now know they need to score in order to catch to win. And some interesting kind of intricate passing plays, unfortunately not fooling the beaters, and the pass goes straight to Goswell. That looked pretty. Unfortunately didn't end well.
Fraser looking rather majestic with his beard. The assistant ref with the cap close to camera.
Julius striding like a mighty mammoth. But the ball goes straight to Edinburgh, who ducks the bludger marvellously, but Mikey Ansell manages to tackle him. Katie Lawrence on the ball. Passes it to 77. A great step for 77, but a fantastic tackle from Wainwright again. But he's still on his feet. What is happening? Julius on the ball, and he's got a stride away. Here he goes. But he needs support. There are two bludgers ahead of him. Mikey Ansell is there.
Still 60-30.
A goal here from Mammoths, you feel, would be absolutely critical, but Mikey Ansell passes it straight into Edinburgh hands. But somehow Julius springs from nowhere. What agility! He knocks the hoop off but doesn't score. This guy runs with like kind of a low, loping grace. And it's a wonderful pass and a goal! What a fantastic counter-attack from Edinburgh. Particularly number 12. That was a really mighty, dodging, weaving, bludger, evading, passing escapade that I enjoyed immensely. We are being blessed with an exciting game here, watchers. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. The ball is with Mammoths. The score is 60-40. We're at 16 minutes. Jack Latoy on the ball. Jack Latoy passing to Julius, who is beat. Was that a pass after beat? No, it's being called good. Mammoths move ahead again. We'll move further ahead. The score is 70-40.
Edinburgh once again advancing up the pitch.
Trev, you got any tips for...
Jack Latoy in his favoured position as hit people. 99 with options. I think beat Latoy and advance. Exactly now. Time to go. Time to go. Here we go. 99. Nope. Okay. The pass is good, however, but Latoy is there, and good hustle from the Mammoths defence, and they have the ball.
17 minutes. Snitch, you're on pitch.
Yeah, it's on this side. Yeah, sure.
The Seekers are beginning to congregate, and the snitch is on the pitch.
Hannah Watts in space. Will Julius pick her out? Mammoth Beaters primed to cause chaos, as is their wont. But a great attempted tackle from number 44 from Edinburgh. Unfortunately, Tristan is doing what Tristan does, and but it was a great hit from 99 to stop Latoy. Very nice. And here comes, I think this is number 12, who I am developing a bit of a thing for. Oh, and that was I mean, it wasn't great, but it could have been great. Good effort, number 12. And we have the countdown for Seekers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, they both started kind of halfway between one and go, didn't they, really? But I guess it doesn't matter. Ansel on the snitch. Ansel straight. Oh, and Kieran Newton!
I believe, although he has Williams on the back of his shirt,
I think that's a catch of Edinburgh.
to take it to overtime.
You thought it was a bit sloppy, but he'd just been harassed by Ansel in a very physical way, and I think he was probably reeling. And in swoops Kieran Newton with the kind of opportunistic snitch snatch. Catch is no good. Seeker was beat before by Ben Pooley, who is celebrating his achievements. We will not have an overtime game, at least not yet. But they are debating it. Edinburgh are furious of this call. But we'll accept it as part of the game. Well done, Edinburgh. All the players have resumed and remounted on the whistle of Ashara. Jack Latoy on the ball.
Ben Pooley wanting his bludger back.
Edinburgh on the counter. Oh, this is exciting. Ansel on the snitch. Ansel bowling the snitch over, and meanwhile Edinburgh have scored.
Now Edinburgh will catch to win.
What drama.
Newton beaten, Latoy charging up the pitch. Will he score to take it back into an overtime game?
He will not.
He misses. Goswell on the ball, however, so this attack is far from over. Goswell also misses. 99 on the ball. No, Latoy on the ball. Oh my goodness, the drama. Latoy misses again.
Ansel getting angry about things. I feel like he should release his anger or like express it in the form of poetry. Starman with one eye on the Mammoths bench.
I genuinely had to remember where we are because I was thinking how long does it take to get from Reading to where are we?
We have a yellow card for someone. It is the Edinburgh number 12. We've had a good game, but the ball is turned over to Abby Whiteley with an opportunity to put this game back into a 30-point differential.
in a good
Kieran Newton near the snitch, but we're kind of surrounded by a kind of plethora of beaters, 2 of which are Mammoths, 1 of which is Edinburgh, and indeed Kieran Newton is beaten, but then Tristan is beaten, and then the Edinburgh beater is beaten. So much beating happening. And now... oh, he's got it! Kieran Newton's got it again! But they've called brooms down. That is 2 kind of disallowed catches from Kieran Newton. You feel like it's only a matter of time. How interesting that the momentum of this game has changed as the snitch comes on pitch.
So often it is the case.
Question for you, dear listeners. Is the kind of arbitrary nature of snitch catches a little bit of a blight on our sport? Answers on the postcard. Game resumes in, well, when Ashara has finished doing what Ashara is doing. Retrieving the quaffle. Fantastic. Game resumes. Charging into the snitch. Is Ben Pooley going to beat him? No, Ben Pooley's not going to beat him, and now the Mammoth Seeker is alone with the snitch. Number 10 flailing his arms, but beaten by 44, and Kieran Newton on the snitch again. You feel like this is the best opportunity yet. But the Mammoth beater is approaching. Edinburgh, you've got to beat him. Kieran Newton has missed with the beat. He has real... oh, he's missed again!
Oh no, he's beat. He is beat.
Goswell on the ball. You feel like there's an open run to hoops here, Goswell. He sees it too. He sees it too and he puts it in. Kieran now will catch to take it to overtime rather than to win. And Kieran does defensively seek, which is an interesting decision. Oh, I apologise, watchers, listeners, everyone. In fact, Kieran is quite right to defensively seek because they are 4 points down. Thank you, Starman. Oh, a great little switch play there from the Edinburgh quaffle, but unfortunately it's a great little turnover from Tanner Watts, who is now potentially going to get... oh no foul. Eastway on the ball. Goswell on the ball. Kieran Newton continues to defensively seek, but Edinburgh do now need to score. This is unfortunate for Edinburgh, who had opportunities to catch in more favourable positions, but who now are having to give the Mammoths time on the snitch and defend the quaffle, both of which are equally crucial at this point. And you would fancy Goswell to score again because he is good at doing that, and he does just that. Mammoths finally taking a kind of stranglehold on this game. Edinburgh doing their part though, and here they go again. Oh, it's just like they make the early play is really fantastic, some great movement, and then just the lack of finishing ability, which is probably the big work on for this tournament. Lots of positives, but yeah, score more, please. Mike Yancel on the ball.
I think the difference this game has really been that Mammoths are just a little more clinical at the hoops.
Starman analysis. Clinical Mammoths, slightly wasteful Edinburgh, but some very strong attacks when they have gone well. That is a lovely catch behind the hoops and a lovely... oh, that is probably beat before. I believe Julius is going to take the ball, and he's open goal, Julius, if you see... oh no, yes, no it is. There are no... oh, now Bludger is back. But Julius opens that long stride of his, passes it to Hannah, who should put it in. She does. Mammoths now 3 or 4. Yep, the score is now 110 to 50.
You wonder if Edinburgh are missing Kieran Newton on the quaffle game.
Potentially better to get someone else to defensively seek so that he can help them score some goals. I don't know.
99 completely closed down by the Mammoths defense there. Although the beater is now helping her out. Oh, and then that guy. Oh, that is. You're not allowed to do that, my friend. Green hoodie. And Ashara asking him to turn it over because Green hoodie clearly threw it back towards his own hoops after being beat. Don't know why Green hoodie took it in the first place, to be honest. Mammoths on the ball.
Oh, some furious beating from Tristan. Great catch by Abby Whiteley, but she is beat.
Oh, and there's some beater tussles occurring. Edinburgh now striding up the pitch with the ball. He's going to stay on his feet. He's not. Is he going to pass it out? That was a great hit from number 33 from Mammoths. Now on the ball. Hannah Watts eyeing her up. 99 with a good pass. 87-3. 87. Oh, but 13 has received it. Can he put it in? He can't. He misses. But the ball has gone through. Number 12 for Edinburgh.
They still have a way to go to make this a snitch range game. That's a good start.
Score is 11-6. We have the very experienced and, oh no, in fact, before I say that, I will say that Mammoths have scored again to increase the gap. But we do have the incredibly experienced and totally adorable Tom Stevens with us, so I'd like to ask him for his expert analysis on this game.
It's just been two teams on each other and who's got the bigger bodies. Do you know what I mean? There's not been like the best passing.
When Tom Stevens thinks about it, he realises that there's not much to say.
The beat game's been really erratic. Like, it's very erratic.
That's a great goal from Edinburgh. That's not giving up hope by any means. And I agree with Tom Stevens that the chaos in the beta game has been an interesting feature of this. Oh, I also have another highly intelligent and insightful man on my left, Mr. J. Holmes.
Was Tom Stevens also described as insightful and intelligent?
Totally adorable was my go-to adjective for Tom.
I was going to say, because this commentary is a fun.
Strong words there from the Team UK assistant coach.
What's your play, Ben? If you're Edinburgh, what do you think they need to try and do?
I would say that at this stage...
Everyone goes to it, well, they just need to score goals. How are you going to try and do that? Are you going to try and pick them apart with a passing offence to not waste your blood on control, or are you going to go hell for leather and just do it any way you can, but risk turning it over and giving Oxford the chance to create that bubble on the snitch and really slow you down?
I think at this point, they're down out of range by 5 still. They're 5 down, 2 out of range.
Apologies for language.
Jay, my tactical understanding has not developed much since my Bangor days, so I think that Mammoths are going to score, and Edinburgh just need to score more.
I've also noticed that Mammoths really haven't swapped out a lot of their lineup this game.
Not since things have got more tense. They have been during the course of the game.
And I think the issue for both teams, there are a lot of easy misses, so right next to the hoops and fluffing the chances, and that is make or break for both teams. Mammoths could be comfortably up, or Edinburgh could be contending. And it just shows that you've got to keep practicing those fundamentals. That doesn't count outside. It just doesn't count.
Speaking of lack of clinical finishing, that pass just slightly over Abby Whiteley's head there.
So we've got Kieran on the drive. Mammoths can afford to sit with their beaters off the snitch and just slow down. But that was in! Kieran Newton going, I'll put it on my back myself. So we're at 12-8. One more goal for Edinburgh and then we can push it for overtime range. Mammoths looks like they're making some subs now.
And you feel like the momentum has shifted slightly since Kieran Newton came off the snitch game and came back into the chasing lineup. He does add a level of physicality to the Edinburgh play.
Such a powerful force on both offence and defence. And I think Kieran is one of the underrated thinkers in the game. A lot of people have always The Scottish teams in general are just very, very basic, but I think they're showing, especially with two Scottish teams here, they do have a level of understanding that can compete with the high-level southern teams.
Kieran definitely shows admirable passion. You would have put up some money on Hannah taking that catch, but unfortunately it slipped through her fingers on this occasion.
I do think that is one of the advantages.
Oh, and he gasses Latoya on the outside. Absolutely gasses him. Go on, number 12.
Oh dear.
Oh!
No!
99 still on.
99 had a very strong game, I felt. It's very refreshing to see a female chaser that can very actively ball handle as well as receive and pass. I think we're really seeing the progress of the game. And if one wanted to progress further, I believe Queen's Cup is happening in May for women. So let's all sign up for that. Don't you agree?
Nice to see a female that actively ball handles. Title of Jay's sex tape.
Apologies for the younger viewers here. It's that sort of slightly ruins the game. And an easy goal there for Mammoths. That's 13-8.
Just when Edinburgh were kind of taking momentum back, Mammoths stampede all over them.
But some subs now.
Wrong time to sub. Oh, Kieran Newton, too much.
Too much.
They saw that there was an opportunity with Mammoth subbing at an inopportune time, but just couldn't put it away.
What we say about Mammoths not switching. Edinburgh really rely on a lot of their players. But I think that is the way the game's moving. We're looking at smaller squad sizes and the star players playing for the majority of the game.
Is Hannah Watts going to put this away? No, number 12, who I have admired all day. I've also just noticed that number 12's name must be Riches because it's on the back of his shirt, which is appropriate because I think he brings a wealth of interest and talent to this game. Kieran Newton dispossessed.
And Robert Briggers-Brignall. And looks like it could be a scoring opportunity.
The long stride of Julius, majestic, but Newton saves it.
I thought that
what an insane save. And Julius is rattled, you can see it. But the goal is scored nonetheless. Brignall adding some calm to proceedings.
Lovely to see some blocks like that. I think whatever you say about Scotland, they will put their body on the line for any opportunity that they get. I think as well the conditions might be having a little bit of an effect on all those. The sun is very bright. That really does upset your passing and shooting game. If you are from Scotland and not used to seeing the sun, would you agree?
I would. I'd also say that the ball is probably quite slippery as it's been raining overnight and this 3G keeps the dew.
So we're at 14-8. 14-8 is the score on the board. Add some more subs now.
Edinburgh possession. Abby is
blocked.
blocked.
Oh, gets lit up by the beat again. Robert the Briggers-Brignall should. I mean, if I'm Mammoths, I'm breaking now. I'm still going to break now if I'm Mammoths. You got to take the chances, you know. Very passive play, Ben. Very passive play.
That has been the story of the game, actually. Although Mammoths have counterattacks well on occasion, but maybe not seeing all of the opportunities out there.
Mammoths control now. Errant is what I describe that pass as, Ben.
Julius does have very long limbs, but not that long.
Should have given it a cheeky touch with his foot. And we're really putting up a fight here, defensive seeking to the last.
Cheeky touch with the foot, title of Jay's second sex tape.
I mean, whatever gets the fans going, man. Whatever gets the fans going. So we've got Edinburgh now. If I'm Edinburgh, I'm feeling you've got to turn the pace up and take some more risks. I'd rather lose by 7 and score 3 than lose by 5 and score 0. Like, you've got to just take the chances.
For anyone who knows Jay Holmes, he'd rather not lose at all.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, it looked like a check from behind there. It looked fine to me. Fraser Pulsford's having none of it. Ashara Peiris, who's rocking that homeless man chic.
I went Jedi earlier, so whatever.
Looks like he is going to deal out the card. F. Pizzle's having none of it. Lessen your lip, please, Sonny. That's what he's saying to Goswell right there.
It is indeed a yellow card for a beta.
For a beta.
We're confused by
Nothing to
that.
do with the checks in the back foul. Maybe this is the opportunity that Edinburgh have looked. They are 6 goals down, so they need 3 goals to get back in front.
Bludger close to the right. Will he
Christo
be
Cole
beaten?
make this beat?
Gotta put it in, boy. What a 12.
And he gets it. That's 5 down, so Edinburgh just need 2 more goals.
Riches bringing in the riches.
Here we go. Mammoth's got loads of time on the snitch. Oh, he's beaten. Arcadic English as our snitcher. But Fraser Boswell prowling the field, making sure.
Indeed.
First handicap for our good friend Steve the Snitch. Very nice man. Here we go.
Steve is an appropriate name for a snitch. It's like Fido for a dog. It just kind of fits, doesn't it?
That, I mean, definitely looked beat to me. They really need to take this.
Here goes Riches. We know what he can do. Again, a beautiful outside step off his left.
Come on, the beaters need to be moving quicker than that. I know it's tiring, but the pitch is 60 metres long. Oh,
That is a fantastic goal from 99.
99 really had an absolute blinder of a game. Fraser Posford saying, none of that, please. That is outrageous. That is the crowd are horrified.
The only analysis there is that Fraser hates fun.
I mean, that'll break your heart if you're 99. You think you're scoring the goal that can help put your team back in it, and it is stolen. Stolen. There's calls for match fixing by some of the werewolves highbrow. And I don't care for it, ladies and gents. I don't care for it whatsoever.
Jay famously against match fixing of all kinds.
Of all kinds. Oh! He's got Swiss cheese for hands there. That's very unlucky.
I feel like Swiss cheese is quite good grip on it, to be fair. That's the issue, okay. But it was slippery.
Swiss cheese gloves, the new innovation coming to QuidditchUK. Oh, that's.
Oh, great save from Julius. I thought Richards had more.
I think one of the things we're seeing now with Quidditch is the development of shot stoppers, and you can't afford those soft floating shots as much now as you could have in the past year.
Bring back the fake and shoot.
Bring back the fake never died, Ben. The fake never died. Here we go. Latoy wants the ball. He's holding his hands.
Goswell almost dispossessed and reclaims. And Goswell on the charge. Is Kieran going to stop him? Kieran is not going to stop him.
You've got to watch those hips and launch your shoulder in. Okay, you can't stand up against a driver like that when you've got momentum.
Great example of the fake and shoot. Kieran Newton pounding up the left. Latoy with a decent hit, but also grabbing a shot, I feel.
Shoot it, lad.
Oh,
That's in.
Riches.
That is in. That's definitely in. What's happening here? He's getting his card out. He's asking Fraser Posford.
So,
great call there by the referee.
are they arguing that Ben Pooley may have tried to prevent the goal with his bludger? Because that would be very interesting.
But that's fine. Oh, did he not release? That's just not Quidditch, is it, Ben? That's just not Quidditch.
Illegal interaction of the hoop. Is that a red card?
Is that for Jack?
It's for Big Boy Latoy.
Big boy Latoy. What card is Ashara getting out?
This is a big moment in the game.
This could be a game changer. Oh,
It's a yellow.
Just a yellow. If that was a red, that could have really altered the state of it.
Has Ashara bottled it at a crucial time, or was that the correct call?
Leave your answers in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to QuidditchUK for all the latest updates and videos.
I don't think this is going out live, so a lot of this makes no sense.
35-50.
We're on 35-15, 10 minutes of game time left.
And the score is 150 to 100.
Or 15-10. Oh, Edinburgh going to turn it up now. Kieran Newton. Oh, goodness me. Come on, Kieran, keep it
Beat is still in the way. That was beat on the arm,
uses
Godswell, I
Fraser Bosford to keep
feel.
himself.
But Riches is not letting him get away. Jack Latoy on the ball. He's back. Oh, Riches on the ball.
Here we go.
Oh, what a step for Riches! I love his footwork. This man is making me happy.
Riches, I think, was one of the. There's the advantage. There's an advantage call. There's an advantage call. Stand by the hoop, Edinburgh. Stand by the hoop. Stand by the hoop.
Jay getting very animated there.
An interesting call to call brooms down there for the advantage call, as someone was steaming through on goal. But you know, the referee's always correct, Ben. I'm sure you'd agree with that one.
And in this case, Ben Pooley is not correct, having committed an offence that means he is trotting over to the sub box. What did he do, Ben?
Ben really disagrees.
I respect their decision, but they're wrong.
He respects the decision, but he doesn't like it. That's good sportsmanship, right?
Agreeing to disagree is a really mature decision, I think. It's how we should all get along.
Steve Withers looking. Paul, he only signed up to fill the ref quota. He's hating this. He don't know what's going on, bless him. Oh, here we go. It's an absolute
This is
sitter.
very exciting.
This is a big goal to score.
And he does.
Bad stats.
No mistake there.
They are 4 down.
One more to get to overtime.
And then it's overtime. If Edinburgh can bring this back, that would be absolutely
Outstanding.
outrageous. Oh, that's unlucky. Tristan Tom, clear it out.
Oh, but you bang Goswell to put another few past him in the meantime.
Goswell's flown on
He's played very well now. He's a key player, but he has been beat there.
This is the moment.
Is Richards on the ball? He is not. Latoy is on the ball.
With the spin.
Oh, Richards, you let him get away from you there. Oh.
Gets the putting Mammoths back in the driving seat. 16-11.
I feel like Edinburgh were pierced by a mighty tusk there.
You could say their chances are a little bit frozen. You could, but I'm not going to. Come on, Edinburgh. Edinburgh looking like they've lost a bit of morale here. Oh, plucked out the air. The counter is on.
The long arms of Julius.
The counter's now off. So, Christo Cole back on. And who else are we bringing on? And it's this man. Oh, here we go.
Julius striding away, but he is beaten. Kieran Newton.
Don't worry about that. But of course, Fraser Parsons, the air of professionalism, is having none of that.
Edinburgh 87 on the ball, passes to Kieran Newton. This is an important time. Edinburgh, they need to score.
Oh, good media interference there. Oh, that'll. I would have gone for a different hoop myself. I would have gone for the far left small hoop. I feel like that was open.
I don't think that shot really would for any hoop. It kind of bounced before it reached any of them. But yeah, I'm sure you're right, Jay.
This is an absolute battle going on. Steve the Snitch doing a fantastic job. I feel like the light isn't being shown what a great job he's doing. Only started snitching a couple of months ago.
That is a superb shout out from Jay. I quite agree. The snitch has been excellent, holding off the Mammoth seeker all by himself at this point.
Here we go. The chance is on. It is
on. Richards. A wealth of knowledge. A wealth of talent.
Unfortunate fumble in the catch there.
Julius on the ball.
Jan Mikolajczak putting in some fantastic camera work here. Fantastic camera work. A real bastion of the community as a player, as a leader, and as a media supervisor. Is there anything the man can't do, Ben?
Well, I was about to say, he can't be good at everything, can he? So maybe this footage will prove that.
A tasty hit here. Can't find one. I think the gates are open now, 17-1. But Edinburgh's tried to climb back from this before, but I think the clock isn't on their side. Less than 10 minutes left.
Jay, remind our listeners what happens at 45 minutes.
At 45 minutes, what the procedure is the game is called down, and then I believe 5 minutes in an overtime scenario are played, and then the game is over.
Is Julius going to get away? He is not. He was nervous about that bludger coming in, but it should have been an Edinburgh scoring opportunity at the other end.
I do think we are seeing a lot of players getting pressured at the hoops.
Look at Richards go. Look at him go. Can anyone stop him? Hannah Watts does a very good job.
99. Oh, errant. To be fair, throwing the pass off pitch, making the other team inbound does give you plenty of time. There's only 5 minutes left of regulation here. Mammoths firmly in the driving seat.
Mike Yancel now trying to catch a snitch, but there is an Edinburgh defensive seeker who has been.
Tracksuit bottoms, which I feel hold a player back, personally.
Maybe when you have such an expressive mind, you find that you don't need expressive clothing. You can have restrictive clothing and still be.
Why have flair visually?
Exactly, Jay. That's what I was trying to say. You read my mind.
Oh, here we go. I think Edinburgh are playing for pride now.
Pride, which they have in abundance.
They do. The passion is how you can describe Scottish Quidditch. They were, and there, Mikey Ansell with the catch. But Fraser Posford senses there might be a foul on the play.
Is there a final drama in this game that's been so full of turning points?
Goswell's going, listen, Gos. Listen, Posford's going, oh, I think there was a foul on the play. He called for an Edinburgh advantage. Is this going to be no good? Fraser's going, I'm talking first.
Fraser shakes his head. That's probably a sign that this game will continue.
He's going, we've got to last a bit longer. I'm sorry. A lot of refs would just call it good to end. Oh, but the catch is good. Fraser's not going to be happy about that one.
That was a fantastic game. Thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Mammoth and commiserations to Edinburgh, but they will return stronger and with victories in the future. Exactly.